Всем привет, кто будет это смотреть и кто не будет это смотреть. Кнопки не привыкну. Как их стоит, ты же так наклоняешься, меня не видно. Ой-ой-ой. Так. Вроде бы все везде работает. Наверное, можно начинать. Угу. Запускаем. Так, оповещение выключено. Как быстро. Это радует. Так, вот сюда я не заходил. Там что-то лежит еще. Как туда попасть надо было, не пойму. Совсем назад приходится возвращаться. А, вот он еще. Разузнать.
Let's look around.
А, вот где они. Так, взяли. Так, здесь все, значит. Я вон туда еще не заруливал. Ага. 11 штук даже. А еще ребята. Зеркало какое-то. На. Прими. Ну, сейчас что-то случится, наверное. Нет? Магия приходила. И все так просто. Так, здесь, наверное, больше никуда я не смогу пройти, да? Книга. Понятно. Офигеть, сколько изучать у него. Но он у нас с щитом. Поэтому мы его как Кассандру и обучим примерно. Так. И видись. Нет, нет. Так. Бабах. Сохраняемся. Неплохо спотыкнулись. Так, прямо, наверное, пойдем. Какой интересный факел. Интересно.
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. Like Blackwall. There's nothing like a Grey Warden, and you are nothing like a Grey Warden. Your Inquisitor is a fraud, Cassandra. Yet more evidence there is no maker, that all your faith has been for naught.
Die in the void, demon.
Demon.
Döth ma herelan. Mabanal inasalin. Marsolas inamardin.
Унал надас.
А перевести можно как-то? О чем они говорят?
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god?
Those were little fears. Tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And they take the form of spiders. Something so many fear.
Spiders? I see maggots crawling in filth.
Remember, we walk in the Fade. Demons of fear shape their appearance to
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger. We only have a short time. Ask what you must.
You must know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
as must you. The answer lies in your memories, lost to the nightmare when you last walked the Fade.
Or you could just tell me.
Would you trust my words? Trust what you have seen.
What can you tell me about this mark on my hand?
You already know how the mark came to be upon your hand. As for what it is the needle that pulls the thread, as well as the key.
I don't understand.
It is the needle that passes through the veil, as little else can. You are the thread, and it is the key that locks or unlocks a door to the Fade. It lets you walk in the Fade physically, and survive. Without it, Corypheus must find another way to the Black City. It is part of you now, and cannot be removed without your death.
So, all of this is just a dream? Part of the Fade?
It is not just a dream. The minds of mankind are made real here. Their hopes, their loves, and their fears. What changes their world also changes this one. And yours are footsteps that move mountains in both. Tread carefully, Inquisitor. This ground is more treacherous than you know.
So, can you tell me what you are?
I told you. I am helping you.
Yes, but are you her, or some kind of Fade remnant of her? Or a spirit imitating her?
Our world is never that simple. What if the answer is none of those things? Or all of them? I am what the Maker made me. The question is, are you what the Maker made you, Inquisitor?
Seems like I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Perhaps you were precisely where you were meant to be.
Just as the Maker intended, I suppose.
Perhaps.
You still haven't answered my question. What are you?
I am what you see. All other answers rest in you.
Tell me why you're here. Why take part in this?
After heaven, I hid here. I watched quietly, learned what I could, and searched for some way to help. And then you came.
I don't know what that means.
Corypheus and the Nightmare do an injustice to the world. You must stop them. Perhaps you were meant to stop them. Perhaps that is why I am here.
I'd like to know more about the Nightmare.
It is not simply fear. It is the terror you cannot remember, the horror your mind erases to protect you. When old memories no longer make the veteran soldier's hand tremble, it is because the Nightmare has taken them. Most people avoid their fears. It is simple for the demon to steal the darkest fragments. They forget, and it feeds. Corypheus has helped it grow monstrous.
It makes people forget the worst parts of their fears. It almost sounds like the Nightmare is helping people.
Perhaps it was once. But now, it helps none but Corypheus. By his hand, it creates more fear and grows even stronger. In any case, robbing people of their fears is never a kindness. At best, it is a mistake born of compassion. Without fear and pain and failure, we cannot learn. We cannot grow, as you cannot grow until you recover all that was taken from you.
We should keep moving. Keep running!
еще один-то не вижу. Не пойму. А, вот он.
This is the breach back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
The demon! Keep running! Ah! Go!
It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then you... She died.
Yes.
So this creature is simply a spirit.
I think we all knew that was the case, Warden.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Кто это?
Are you her? Did you linger here to help me instead of passing on?
If that is the story you wish to tell, it is not a bad one.
What we do know is that the mortal divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
As I said, the Grey Wardens responsible for that crime were under the control of Corypheus. We can discuss this further once we return to Adamant.
Yes, Adamant, where the Inquisition faces an army of demons raised by the Wardens.
How dare you judge us? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. Even without the influence of Corypheus, the Wardens go too far. They need to be checked.
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
The Wardens are a risk. Send them away before they cause even more trouble.
What are you saying? You want to get rid of the Wardens? Everyone makes mistakes. They would have died to save us.
Sweet Maker, could both of you please shut up? We can argue once we've escaped from the giant fear demon.
Inquisitor,
Да чё, не тормозить.
The nightmare has found us.
form up. I'm with you.
Come, real or not, the Divine is the key to escaping from the Fade.
Крон. Разберем.
Warden Stroud. How must it feel to devote your whole life to the Wardens, only to watch them fall? Or worse, to know that you were responsible for their destruction? When the next blight comes, will they curse your name?
With the Maker's blessing, we'll end this wretched beast.
Когда же мы здесь до старшего-то доберемся?
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons.
Так, значит нам надо наверх сходить. Если все там далее расположено. Ой, крепыш какой. Да, бата. Наверное. О, в оборону впал. А за танка, конечно, тут прикольно играть. Вот эта вот штука нам, наверное, нужна. Да, мягкая игрушка. Ой, еще что-то. Че это? Да отойди ты. Нет, значит, да. Раз. Два. Съебитесь. 3, 4, 5. О! Взять добычу. Раз. Все раскол. Неплохо. Я не больше стал. Так, мы раньше времени не придем сейчас, куда нам надобно-то. Так, а внизу там загадка какая-то. Ребят, себитесь. Кто? Странная комитет. Так, нет, нам теперь поляну там прочекать. Вот народу-то бегает тут со мной. Прилетело мне. Кто следующий?
Hard to trust my footing in this place.
Зараза, защита включилась. В самый последний момент, блин. Вот как. И что надо сделать, не пойму. Ну вот я заблокировал. Или это их страхи? Одиночество. Да нет, они в принципе ничего тут не могут сделать. Тушканчики. Ничего нету. Так, что-то можно тут. Так, зеркало завезли, все. Можно идти дальше. Схрон. Люк. Я твой отец. Ого, крепыш идет такой. Ты откуда к нам такой красивый? Все, красавцев больше нету. Ах ты. Оу. Так, это ехать мне недолго.
Everyone all right?
Сейчас надо пропылесосить поляну. Может, что интересного лежит. Крепыша завалили. Все, что ли? Ну, теперь можно попотрошить из хрона. А нет, вон еще лежит что-то. Так. Помчали, сударыня.
You must get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. That will banish the army of demons and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the faith.
Так, нет, этот схрон мы пока не трогаем.
The rift. We're almost there.
Ну,
We're
какой
not there yet.
крепыш.
Stay alert.
Офигеть, он отожрался. Офигеть.
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I failed you too.
Ого. Ну-ка, остудим этого.
cannot stand against me.
Куда ты? Стоять.
You are nothing.
Где эта петрушка? Ты чё, потерянный? Хоть не такой, что он жесткий.
You will die in agony.
They feed on fear!
А мы пока пособираем чего-нибудь. Здорово.
I grew fat on your fear.
Питается он. Наелся. Ох, херня здоровая.
Go! I'll cover you.
No, you were right. The Grey Wardens caused this. A warden must...
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Ну, пускай Хока стоит.
Hawk.
Say goodbye to Varric for me.
Давай, братан.
Always the maker down.
Ого. Да вам что, бабахнуть нечем было, что ли, чтобы отвлечь его? Че прям все так скромно-то? Я не знаю. Жалко, конечно, пацана. Был пацан и нет пацана. Угу. Мстители ждут сегодня. Ой, все болит. Старею. Ну все. Всем пизда.
With the nightmare banished, Corypheus lost both his warden mages and his demon army. But in the stories your soldiers will tell, their Inquisitor broke the spell with the Maker's blessing.
Once they understand what really happened,
They will be terrified. Let them have the stories.
Inquisitor, the archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake.
Where is the champion? Hawk is not with us.
Hawk sacrificed his life to save us and strike a decisive blow against Corypheus.
The champion is gone.
He gave his life not because he'd sworn an oath or been marked as special, but because someone had to do it.
Stroud, you're the senior surviving Grey Warden. What do we do now?
You stay and do whatever you can to help. Stroud believes that the Wardens are worth saving, and I trust him. You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori. But there are plenty of demons that need killing.
After all that, you give them yet another chance?
Ой,
While they
ладно,
do
не
that,
мрази
I'll
давай,
report
а.
to the Wardens at Weishaupt. We won't be caught off guard by Corypheus again.
Thank you, your worship. We will not fail you.
Ну, куда ты денешься?
Make her watch over your Inquisition. It has been an honor.
Вот, еще перечит тут мне. Наглость, да и только. Неплохо покуролесили. Дальше нас что ждет, интересно. Ну чё так долго-то? Любопытство съедает все-таки.
Stroud sent me one final report. He's on his way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
We owe much of that to Hawk, and to the Divine.
Yes. While you bested Corypheus here and at Halam Shiral, he himself was not present either time. We fear he's close to finding another way to enter the Fade. When you have a moment, Colin and Josephine are waiting in the war room with an update. What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She seemed calm, serene even, and she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry, I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
Так, поговорим с этим лопоухим.
I set aside an entire shelf for Grey Warden lore, and so far it's not even half full. Those wardens and their secrets.
Есть что еще отдать тебе?
One day I'm going to read all these books. One day, when I have time.
О как. Ни о чем не хочешь мне сказать, сударыня?
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
I am able to pursue my duties with optimal efficiency, thanks to Skyhold's present state.
As you were.
До
Yes,
свидули.
Inquisitor.
Где найти твою виверну, сударыня?
You walked physically through the fade. Please tell me what you remember.
I had visions. Echoes of what happened to me the first time. The Divine was there, or something like her.
Manifestations of your own mind, perhaps? Or external memories awakened by your presence? I suppose there's no way to tell. No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the Circle?
After the Circles fell, their libraries were plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the Circle would be in your debt.
Очередная нарезанная задача.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. I suppose a proper introduction is called for, now that we're not running for our lives. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of the Tevinter Imperium. I was at Redcliffe when the Venatori assumed command of your southern mages. I only wish I could have given more warning.
What you did for us at Haven was very brave.
It was, wasn't it? Throwing in my lot with the underdogs, that's me. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters, a dark spawn.
We only know what Corypheus claims to be.
True. He might be a convincing liar, or delusional, or insane. But how many delusional maniacs are going to have that knowledge? He broke open the Fade. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no. It was us all along. We destroyed the world.
Last I checked, the Blights hadn't actually destroyed the world.
Not for lack of trying. If they were more clever, they'd have unleashed something that would really do the job. I have no intention of letting Corypheus win. Not without someone from Tevinter standing against him. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to stay and help the Inquisition.
We can use all the help we can get.
No one will thank me whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
We don't know what will happen. Nobody does.
An optimist! Such a rare breed. I've stumbled upon a unicorn. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Чё? Ладно.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, make it, the smell is everywhere. I was gonna...
Шматьё надо проверить. Может, можно что-то новое одеть. Средний. В принципе, ничего интересного нету. Но продать всякого говна вроде бы не можно. Это мы, наверное, оставим. Всякая фигня. О, кровослед какой-то. Да, я вон. Щит тоже слабоватый. Вот прям продавать можно. Нафиг не нужен, по идее. Да, ничего интересного. Так, а что у нас тут? Сейчас с драконом. Кинжал. Молот, щит, тяжелый доспех с драконом. Ну, прорисовывайся, мой верный танк. Наверное, его собрать бы. Или вот этот. Вроде бы неплохо. Можно и это собрать. какой на не сейчас? Ну, в принципе-то почти то же самое. Так, а щит. Ну и что ты не приключаешься? Не пойму. Что с мышкой, е-моё? Во. 48. Все равно хуже. У храмовников хорошие щиты, однако. Так, а посох. Тоже хуже. Ладно. Ну-ка. Эти новые тяжелые доспехи можно окрасить как-то у них? Ну, допустим. Во как. Вот так вот красным будет. Ай-яй-яй. Кровавик нужен. Или черный вот. Обсидиан, наверное, выберу. Пока что. Прям ярко-красный или синий оставить. Вот этот. Синий, наверное, оставим. Так. Здесь у нас что меняется по цвету? Мы тоже, наверное, синим будем делать. При возможности. Но нет такой возможности. А черным, ну или серым. Черным бы желательно. Если синим нельзя сделать. Таким оставим. Что это нам даст? Понятно. Ну, либо синий, либо черный. Черная парча. Да нет, синий, наверное, поярче будет. В принципе, неплохо. Ну-ка. Black Wall. Цвет морды можно как-то поменять? Хотя бы бледным сделать, что ли? Да какая консоль? Нет, это тоже не то. Вот. Красный, желтый. Какой ужас. Что с его лицом? Черный пускай будет. Дичь, конечно. Кровавик надо набрать. Красный эффект сделаем. Так, а больше ничего не надо. Синий это перебор, конечно. Да так и оставим, наверное. Что менять нам? Так. Время 54 минуты. Что это у нас тут?
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother. That does sound like her. Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention. You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Nevada, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Can I do anything to help negotiations?
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't be easy.
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Gennard still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt with that mustard taint on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits its whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
Is relaxing really this difficult for you?
Of course not. Well, occasionally. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
Ну камон, нет.
No one else here has your experience, Josephine. Or your stories.
I'll try to curtail their length next time. But I leave feeling less troubled than I have in weeks.
И куда ты нас завела? Прикольно. Весело, понятно. Фига себе, верхние доспехи смерти. Вот так вот вообще сурово будем ходить по замку. Да нет, верхний, наверное. Какие-то недодраконьи все. Пофигу. Все равно в этом только здесь бываем.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
We've beaten their god twice over. Corypheus must be livid. Where is he now?
After Adamant, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds and sent them marching south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
They've terrorized Tedasa long enough. We end them now. If Corypheus is hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you.
Какая загадочная зараза, а? Идем, покажу. Расскажу и дам попробовать.
This is an illuvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
It's beautiful, in its way.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds. Untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Вот оно что, Михалыч.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost. I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
This place is extraordinary. How could this even exist?
Who can say? Formed from the fabric of time and space, perhaps. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
If they'd only back to our world, then...
Places between, like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I was safe from those who hunted me, but only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
I suppose you have such a key.
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Так, на этом, наверное, сегодня все. Продолжим завтра. Всем спасибо, всем пока.